Hi, Nick Collier here, and this is my shop. Come join me. We'll have some
Well,
fun.
Nick Collier here again, and today we're working on the drill rig project as usual. It's been going on for about a month and a half now, or maybe a little longer. But, you know, I'm getting paid well, so I don't mind. Today we're going to, I don't know if you can see it from there, but there's a little counter notch right in here. Now, I don't know what's that's for, and not even sure if it's used for anything, but at this point we're going to put the notch in because it's there. And hey, what the hell, I'd hate to have to put it in after it was all together. So what we're going to do is and it, you know, the notch is pretty rough, so we're just gonna kind of guesstimate where we're going here. Put my center finder in, and then just bring a square up to that edge. All right, we're going to come in and mark our center, and get that set up and ready to go. Oops, hang on here. There we go. And then we want to also run down the shaft a little bit, or the piece of tubing. Okay, let's throw that on the mill and see what we can do. All right, well, we've got a square on the surface of the vise, and we're looking for our lines. There's one. Where's our second line? Come on, there it is. Okay, we need to come over just a little bit. A little bit further. That's it, right there. And I think what we're going to do, I don't know, can you see the bit? Yeah. I think what we're going to do is go ahead and put a smaller bit in and cut the groove, and then put the bigger bit in and finish it off. A lot less chatter that way. So let's try something real small. Looks like about a 1/2 inch. Is it half? Yep. Okay. All right, one is finished. We have 2 more hubs to do, 4 more channels. We'll be back. Okay, well, as you saw, the these 2 have to go in here and butt up against the wall and be square, you know, this way, and not fold in. And I'm thinking, well, how am I going to do that? I can't even hold the damn things in my hand as it is. Try putting a torch in my hand also. So I thought I'd spend a little time, and I should have filmed it, but I didn't, building a jig for this. And basically, here's what we've got. I came in and just threw something together, literally. This is a couple of pieces of scrap of that small, and I welded a little flange on the bottom just so that when the sleeve goes on there, it has something to sit on, and so it doesn't drop down too far. So that came out okay. And then we did the one on the other side, and then I needed to be able to drop this in and have it land. And so I just got just the smallest piece of steel here, and thinnest piece of steel, and got that to kind of sit where I want it to sit. Now I'm going to just square it up a little bit. That looks pretty good. So then I realized that if I weld it here, that the bottom's going to kick in just from, you know, from warpage. So what I needed to do is make this area solid so that there was no chance of anything moving around. So what I did is I just threw a piece of material on the mill and tapered it so that I can get just a slight taper going, and taper both of them. So just a little bit of hammering, and got that thing pushed right up against the wall. Now let's flip it over, because the other side was a similar problem. I knew that as soon as I welded one side or the other, I was going to have trouble with the, which one is it? There it is. With it warping out. So let's just take another wedge, and slide it down there. Tap it in place. And we know that is not going anywhere. Now flip this back over. And we've got these 2. We can take them a little bit further just to make sure they're good and tight. And I want to drop this down just a little bit. So I'm thinking we can just use the bottom of the pliers here. Well, you can tell it's in there tight. There's no doubt about that. Okay, so now at this point everything's good and tight. If we loosen this up a little bit, it drops. Instead, I didn't need to loosen it all the way up, just a little bit. So let's see.
How do we want to get that out of there? I think this is the only way. Bring it back up in. Up inside. There we go. Come on, you beast. Got it. Put our little clip back on and our screw wherever that got off to. And the hell the screw up there. There we go. We're back. Everybody's still good and tight? Yep. Drop that down. Now, we can just loosen this a little bit and see that we've got plenty of room to wiggle around. I'm seeing, a good 40 thousandths easy. So it's nice and loose. So I think what I want to do is I want to come in and just throw some tacks in these corners. And then we'll take it all apart. These corners and the bottom corners too, of course. And then we'll take it all apart and do it to the next one, I think. Do all three of them, and then we can come back and preheat and do a full weld on everything all at one time. All right, so tack. All right, we got some good tacks. Take that loose, and we're set. And then, of course, we've got to come in and put the little ears on, but that comes later. For right now, we're in good shape. Okay, well, another quickie little jig that I built here. What was needed was we needed to get these things pretty square up right in the correct spot. So what I did was just get a piece of all thread, and I have a bunch of that laying around, and put the one piece on here, and I turned down a little spacer, put the other piece on, throw the nut in place, and we are solid. Well, we're solid, except I'm seeing that it's not quite far enough in. So we need to take this in another 1/8 of an inch. There, we'll just throw it on the lathe, pull off 1/8 of an inch. Okay, we got everything all prepped here. I think we're ready to go ahead and tack these on and maybe even weld them. Get it as centered as I can get it. That looks pretty good. Okay, so this morning we've got we picked up some 7018 arc rod, and we're going to arc in the two tabs that are sitting there, and then also arc in the plate. So I think the best thing to do is just get started. Okay, I'm seeing we got a good solid bond there. Maybe we come in and just fill in the corners, get a little bit stronger. I'm not even sure we need to fill in the corners, but it'll look better. Okay, so since this is mild steel and this is mild steel, we can go back to the 6013, which is so much easier to work with. it'll be super strong, because this is a press fit, if you remember correctly. So it's going to be strong no matter what. And the push or the pressure is rotationally rather than this direction. Okay, 60-13, much easier to work with. Ready? Okay, well, that's the best weld out of all of them. Came out pretty good. And it's funny how it is with arc rod. As you're going, you're thinking, oh my God, I'm making a horrible mess out of this. And then you chip the flux and damn, it looks pretty good. So what we're going to do is blanket these and then come back either later today or tomorrow and start the machining process. So let's get the blanket over here. Okay, well, Nick Collier here again, and we're still working on this hub. It's now, 5 or 6 days later, and hey, but that's what I was counting on. We're at the machining stage of the hub process, and I'm gonna bring you in closer and let's talk about what's gonna happen today. Okay, well, the hub is starting out, or the piece of tubing that we started out with is at 760 something thousandths. We need to go down to 450. So we've got 300 thousandths to take off of this diameter, and so that's going to be a bit of a struggle, because there's no way to center this, to grab it center-wise. So we just go out here and hang out on the edge, and I already cut one of these, and I'm thinking of, what I experienced is about 20 thousandths cuts, or 40 thousandths diameter. And the reason why is because this is all that's holding it, and that's why I've got the 4-jaw chuck in, because that's got the biggest jaw to grab onto it. Now it seems to hold it just fine, so no problem. We just have to take it a little bit easy. So let's get started, and we'll go from there. Alright, so this looks good. This is tight. This is tight. And I think we're ready to go.
Well, I just remembered that what we're trying to square up to is this surface here, because the bolt holes are squared up to that. So we need to reset here. And that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yeah, we're only out by 50 or 60. Okay. So, loosen this edge. There we go. That's 2/1000. I can live with that. All right, let's do it again. Okay, we're at 425. 425, 430, that's about where I want to be. It's just a rubber seal seat, so 5/1000 one way or the other is no big deal. What I did was I came in here at let's say 420, and I hit it coarse all the way up to about here, and then I backed up the carriage 5/1000 so that I would hit 425, and then put it on fine feed so that I'd get a nice fairly smooth surface. So we're going to come in now and do a little file work just to smooth that surface up a bit more, and then also come in with some sandpaper. So let's speed this up. 425, 430, that's about where I want to be. It's just a rubber seal seat, so 5/1000 one way or the other is no big deal.
what I did was I came in here at let's say 420, and I hit it coarse all the way up to about here, and then I backed up the carriage 5 thousandths so that I would hit 425, and then put it on fine feed so that I'd get a nice fairly smooth surface. So we're going to come in now and do a little file work just to smooth that surface up a bit more, and then also come in with some sandpaper. So let's speed this up. So our seal is going to land right on that line. So this is fairly smooth. We'll hit it with a little sandpaper just to kind of give it a finish, and we're done, at least with that part. Oh no, we still have to do our radiator.